There is safety in mindfulness. Die! Concerned about something.
What's the status on those 10-penny bigots? You think so, do you? Give it a shot, kid. But you're dreaming. I'll wait to give you a shot, but then we're doing it my way. So you killed a bunch of feral ghouls. Is that supposed to sound impressive? I got no compassion left for those mindless freaks. But they were a nice deterrent keeping out smooth-skinned bastards like yourself. What about it? I'm getting impatient. You better choose your next words really carefully, because you're starting to piss me off. Sure, whatever you say, you pretentious two-faced asshole. Uh-huh. Fine, whatever. Being a ghoul ain't anything worse than any other thing somebody's got to deal with. Like your stupidity, for example. You can't help it. You were born stupid, or dropped on your head as a kid. Either way, it ain't nothing you can change. So you deal with it. Hurry up. Those bigots got big comeuppance waiting for them. I mean to give it to them soon. Now get.
Give me a second. Keep your panties on.
Hello.
Hey.
Now, you have a curious look about you. I presume you have something interesting to tell me. Why, I do believe you've lost your mind. Ghouls living here? You're serious? I don't suppose I'd mind terribly if ghouls were to live here. And it would be a good bit of sport hunting them down if they misbehaved. I dare say, though, you'll have a bit of trouble convincing certain residents to go along with your novel proposition. Tell you what, if you can convince Mr. and Mrs. Wellington, Mr. Ling, Miss Montenegro, and Ms. Lancaster, those ghouls can live here. Have you seen me shoot? I'm quite proficient, if I do say so myself.
Hello. What? Hell no. Tenpenny won't allow it, and I take my orders from him. He'd be out of his goddamn mind. But like I said, ultimately I work for him, so whatever he says goes. But I wouldn't like it. Look, kid, I don't care what you think about them. Unless Tenpenny says otherwise, they aren't allowed in here. End of story. Quit wasting my time. Watch yourself.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
That's secure for a reason.
Hey,
Hey there.
Hey!
Charmed, I'm sure. Good to see you.
Hello. Welcome to New Urban Apparel. I carry the finest in pre-war clothes. Hurry up, let's get you out of those old rags and into something fabulous. With my fashion sense and your bottle caps, there's no limit to what we can do for your image. I can't wait to get started. I only carry the finest garments. You must come back soon. You can't be serious. Ghouls aren't human. They live in filth. They eat their own babies. You're out of your right freaking mind. Why would you hang out with dirty vermin like that? You enjoy sifting through feces? You know, it's only a matter of time before they get hungry and eat you. You're crazy. Ghouls will never live in Tenpenny Tower. You'll regret this. I've spent years collecting all this fabulous merchandise. I won't stand for this. Where the hell am I supposed to go? The only suitable place is Tenpenny Tower. Everywhere else stinks and caters to low-life scum like you. I'll die out there. I just know it. Hey.
Good to see you. Evening.
Evening!
evening. Ah, hello.
Hey. Good. What have we here? A lost little girl? Do you have permission to be in here? If not, you should leave before it gets ugly. You've got a lot of nerve talking to me like that. But I can respect a woman who doesn't put up with crap. Think you're tough enough to take on a couple of ghouls? That's just what I thought. You're a scared little girl. I've come too far to share my digs with some droopy ghoul. Well, if you don't mind their stink, then you should go squat with them in their dirty tunnels and leave us civilized people alone. I'm done with the wasteland, and I've been everywhere else. There isn't anything better than this. Damn you and your ghouls. I'm not going anywhere. I'll talk to Tenpenny. I bet I can live in Burke's place. He's never around anyway. And when he does come back, I'll make sure he's fine with the new arrangement. I'll just send up for my food. I'll never even have to look at you or your ghoul buddies.
Be aware
That's
of our
secure for a
surroundings.
reason. Hello.
Evening.
Hey. Dear. Hello.
Back for the best? You're being serious? That's out of the question. What an absurd notion. I think you must have been out in the sun too long. Perhaps I could sell you a nice hat to keep your brain from frying? You horrible little zombie lover. What right do you and your disgusting buddies have to push honest, hard-working, important people around like that? Where do you propose I live? Don't worry. Did you just step out of a vault? Haven't you seen what's out there? I'm doomed. And it's all your fault. That man exists in a constant
Nice to see you.
Doing well, I hope?
Oh, just wonderful. Thanks for asking.
Good to see you.
Hey there.
Evening.
Yes, dear.
Sometimes I get the feeling you're off in your own little world.
What?
Hi.
Useless man. Good to see you.
There is reason to be cautious here.
Yes, dear.
Later.
Evening.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Edgar Wellington II at your service. Hold on. Who let you in here? Very well. As long as security is aware of your presence. Can't be too careful these days, what with these ghouls and all. Gustavo says he has the situation well in order, but I wonder if he's really trying. Don't suppose you ran into any ghouls on your way in here? Then you obviously don't know anything about ghouls. You're joking, right? You serious? Of course not. Ghouls can't live here. They're dirty, loathsome creatures. I'm afraid I can't abide by that. I can't imagine Tenpenny would allow it. But I certainly won't. This is outrageous, preposterous, forced out by a bunch of dirty ghouls and some bleeding heart activist. Where will I live? How will I get there? I found a comfortable place, but now I must leave. When I die, it will be on your head. How are things?
Bye.
Welcome to Tenpenny Tower.
Edgar. Dear? That Mr. Burke is a shady. Introductions are in order. I am Mrs. Edgar Wellington. You may refer to me as Madam or My Lady Wellington. You're better mannered than your apparent breeding would indicate. It is nice to make your acquaintance. You didn't happen to catch a glimpse of any ghouls on your way in here, did you? That doesn't surprise me. You should talk to Gustavo. He might be able to use someone like you. Dear Lord, are you serious? Ghouls? Living here? With us? That's simply out of the question. Ha! I think I know a fair share more than some vagrant blown in off the wastes. You are simply mistaken. They may appear nice, but deep down, they want to kill. It's common knowledge among the educated. You clearly don't know what you're talking about. Damn it! This can't be happening! Why do you think I came here in the first place? To get away from ghouls, monsters, and scum like you. Now I'll have to start all over again. Where will I go? I already did. I hope one of your ghoul buddies kills you. You'll see. Yes?
You have a curious look about you. I presume you have something interesting to tell me. Well, if my tenants want ghoul neighbors, they can have them, though the ghouls must pay and follow the rules like everyone else. You're a clever one, aren't you? I'm glad this situation has been resolved. It's a bit crass, but here's a little something for your troubles.
I'm not here for your entertainment. I'm on duty, can't talk. Direct your security concerns to Chief Gustavo directly.
Well, kid, what have you accomplished? I'll be damned. Really? Good job, kid. I was willing to unleash the ferals and kill all those bigots. Guess I don't have to now. Here's a little something for your troubles. It'll help you deal with our feral brethren if you meet any. Give 'em hell. Evening.
Hey. Stay sharp. They're everywhere. What are you talking about, girl? I don't know anything about any of that. And, what did you call it? An android? What's that? Fine, whatever. This android calls himself Harkness now. Comes in and wants a memory job. I took new memories and replaced his old ones. Don't believe anyone's done that before. Certainly not down here. That Commonwealth tech isn't all that fancy when it comes down to it. I'm also the only one in the wasteland with the skill and the nerve to perform facial surgery. That android flesh ain't so different than ours. You want proof? I documented the whole thing, so I could rub it in the face of Dr. Lee when I need to rankle her feathers. I hate that snooty bitch. That witch ruined my life, but you're right. Who gives a crap about any of that? You want your precious proof. It's all in my computer. Here's the password. See for yourself. Hell, just take these pictures and this holotape. Straight from the synth man's lips. Just don't go telling Harkness, though. He won't believe you anyway. And you really don't want to see him upset. He can be a bit inhospitable. Oh, all right. So maybe I didn't wipe his mind like he asked, but I buried it deep. Almost as good, really. But it's still there, still accessible. All you need to do is use the recall code. Just say to him, activate A321 recall code Violet, and that will activate the hidden subroutines. Why do you think? I wanted to crack open that Commonwealth can opener to see what was inside. There's stuff in there I'd only heard about, and even then I didn't believe it. I can see why that Zimmer feller wanted him back so bad. Bunch of bleeding heart morons, if you ask me. They're going to get themselves killed one of these days. And for what? Machine liberation? But they have brought me some really interesting tech over the years, so I guess they're okay. And that android, he was the chance of a lifetime. Don't let your guard down.
We must walk softly.